Ayo, ayo. We back again without schedule. Again. It's kind of like an on and off thing at this point. That aside, I really gotta get new stream times, man. Ah. Oh man, oh man. Me when I want to watch VTuber. And then, oh, oh, hmm. It's okay though, it's okay though, no worries. No worries, man. I'm fine. I don't, it's not a problem. I can just be a vodka or whatever. Ah. Well, not much we can do about that now. But still, I would have liked to start like a little bit earlier again. Um, I mean, 9 is somehow kind of early for me. But earlier could be like actually earlier though. To you know, varying degrees and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know. I had to like wash my hair. Then we ate pretty late and all that kind of stuff, and like ah. But oh well, oh well. Not too much of a big deal, except, you know, if I started early, then I could have potentially have like a whole another hour that I could slap on here. Which that would be kind of cool. But whatever. An alternative way to speed things up is to simply just do the thing faster and stop yapping so much. But I feel like the random yapping kind of it adds a little bit. It adds a little bit, and it's not just straight up like, oh, 2.5 hours of this guy again, huh? Pain. No, first you get a little bit of like, oh, I fell down the stairs, and oh, I broke my legs, and oh, I cried so much. Like, ah, yes, most interesting, most interesting. Falling down the stairs or whatever. Oh, but still, man, no way. Missing all the streams. Because I'm streaming myself. What is this shit? Oh well, let's just hope we get done with this by the end of the year, maybe, like episode 30-ish, perchance. And then I don't know. I just die for 9 months again before I start my next visual novel. Yippee, yippee. Or well, I don't know. There's always time and place and room or whatever for other stuff too. But you gotta make that happen first. It's not all that easy. But anyway. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot to mention this too. Last time, my dear viewers, you were very upset that I didn't talk about my clay stuffs. Well, things are kinda fucky and wacky and all that. I'm still making progress, ever so slowly. But it's I don't know. I'm struggling here right now, all the way at the end, because I don't know. Things get in between me and my hard work and efforts and whatnot, and like, oh, it's okay though. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm starting to like attach various pieces to one another, and yeah, it's not much left to do really, other than finishing the thing. So yeah. Oh man. But yeah, if things were a little bit better at home, then maybe I would have more time for that stuff right now, but as of late, nah. But anyway, who even cares, man? Goodbye. That's what I like to hear, man. There we go. Yippee. It's been a while, huh? AKA kind of not even really like an actual 2 days, but yeah. Back at it again, episode 21 happening right here, right now, today. And yeah. Yeah. Last time, huge, slightly longer than usual episode again. But also like, whoa, big backstory and story in general, like someone got sucked a little bit. Very intriguing and whatnot. Oh yeah, and I'm seeing right now while I'm thinking about it. 2 days left before the election campaigns end. Yeah. They also started like another event, which invites a bunch of tourists and stuff onto or close to the school grounds. So it's pretty difficult to get out of school right now. Because everyone's like kinda busy doing this big operation. So Rezin-sama decided, hey, let's just put on another event and get a bunch of people here and then make trouble for those anti-copulators in that way. But yeah, then she did some sucking, and Junosuke was like, yeah, so basically, get pregnant, bitch, or whatever. And then he told her his deep dark secret backstory stuff from way back when he first lived on the island and got bullied for having a weird monster cock. Very interesting indeed. But not just that. Add on top the fact that he has a weird gay little sister. Interesting stuff. But yeah. I don't know. A bit of a sob story. And then once we were done with that, I think that was that. But yeah, if you care about big epic backstory, or you missed that, episode 20, the one with the kind of weird thumbnail. Oh man, I want to play more around with those and like do more of that and do more of this and have some other toggles, but it's like, damn, I don't really know how to make all that, and I don't really have the artistic capabilities and like, oh Jesus. But yeah. Anyway, let's go. Episode 21. From main menu music back to main menu music. Yippee! But yeah, here we are again. 2 days left before the election campaigns end. And to explain the election campaign, if you do the sex with someone, male or female, but like, you know, not in a gay way, like just in a normal, straight person way, you know, then you could vote for your partner. And whichever student happens to have the most votes by the end of the campaign is supposed to be like the rank 1, I don't know, good dick giver and juicy coochie haver or whatever, I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of prize, like last time. Yeah. I don't know, it's pretty self-explanatory, it's not all too, like, you know. But again, tourists and stuff are also involved now, so there's that too, but like, how much does it even matter? I don't know. But anyway, it is bustling even more than yesterday, even this early in the morning.
本日はまだ郊外での選挙活動は許可されていない。通学路などで選挙目的の性行為を行った者はドスケベ選挙違反として失格とする。
I just got here and this bitch immediately yells at me. I didn't even do anything, man. Help. But yay, we're starting with raid today. That's rare. Seeing an enemy first thing in the night. Oi oi oi. Campaigning outside school grounds is not yet permitted. Students engaging in perverted sex en route to school in exchange for votes will be disqualified. What? I didn't know about that one. Tourists are involved, but I can't campaign outside of the school grounds. Well, there's another little fact for those who care about it. Also, Ohio, El Caso-san. I voted for Toka, illegal. A lot of people do that, As of right now, she should still be rank 1. But also, like, didn't she promise to keep us safe from now on? Or is that, like, not the case because Junosuke lost in the sacking battle? I've heard of that before, but as of right now I don't actually remember myself. But yeah, no campaigning outside of school grounds, and yeah.
また、本日放課後からの校外選挙活動を希望する者は SS にて登録作業を行うこと。使用する選挙道具を登録した上で貸し出し機材の申請をしなさい。
Additionally, the FS are currently accepting applications from students who wish to campaign off campus after school today. Please include your chosen tools and any loan equipment you will require in your application. Another thing, now that they mention equipment, you can only have like one sex toy on you at any given time now. Which is another problem for the NLNS, obviously, but also like, yeah, I don't know. But yes, just one thing, one item, one teheee type gadget. A crowd of students surges toward the disciplinary committee chief. Holy shit to this. Also, Chat-kun was telling me we would have gotten protection had we won. But since Mr. Jun-kun went all crazy for some blowjob type shit, some virgin that guy is, man, SMH. I guess that's not the case. Unlucky. Holy shit, Jun.
前々日でこの盛り上がりだと島全体に学園が開放される最終日はどうなっちゃうんだろうね。
Ohayo, Asa-chan. Even though there's still 2 more days, I shudder to think what it's gonna be like here on the last day.
はい、持ち物検査は今日もありますから並んでください。
one after the other right now, huh? We're performing bag checks, one more today. Please line up here. Also, if you failed your bag check and you have more than one item, you're getting pegged or whatever from run, I guess, is what happened last time at least.
早く荷物を出して。中は異常なし。裏生地には新製品以外のローション発見。
Oh, they got one. Open your bag. Pockets look good. And the lining. Ah! An unregistered bottle of lubricant. Illegal. Illegal if it's not registered, if it's not your one item. That's a no-go. You're getting pegged or guillotined or whatever.
だってそっちの方がアナルの滑りを無限悪夢地獄の刑は勘弁して。
But it's just to make anal easier. Eek! Not the 8th most painful punishment. Spare me. Oh my goodness, they're hitting her straight up with the 8th most painful one. That's crazy. Oh man. Oh man.
まったく。それでは次。あ、立花君、おはようございます。
Oh my. Next. Tachibana-kun. Good morning. Morning. Back check, yeah?
今日も選挙道具のアダルトグッズはなしですか。余裕ですね。はい、次。
Once again, no election tools. I like your confidence. Next. Also, yes. Jun doesn't usually carry all that much. That's katakiri type stuff. But he came here apparently completely unarmed. So he doesn't even have an item registered to have on him. And they wrote him down as a raw dogging whatever dude. So he can't even have any items on him. They got him. Real bad. Hey.
やっぱりチェックは厳しいね。記事の裏に仕込んだものまで見つけられるなんて。
Huh. They've really ramped up the checks. They're even going through the lining now, huh? You think they've got some kind of sensor somewhere? I can't see it, but if so, would you be able to jam it?
強い妨害電波を出したり、ジャックすることは可能だけど、赤外線画像認識であれば、チャフやフレアの類は有効でも、妨害行為が目立ちすぎるね。
I might be able to take it over with a strong enough jamming signal, but if they are using infrared, I guess. A chaff or flare would work, but it would be way too obvious. In other words, it will basically be impossible to smuggle anything in.
特に最終日は島の人間が集合するから、監視の目が多い。怪しい行動を取るのは得策じゃないよ。
Ooh, considering they are also letting islanders in on the last day, I'm betting the security will be a lot tighter. We should probably avoid doing anything suspicious. Also, just islanders? I thought tourists as well. But I guess I could be wrong. Maybe it was just islanders. Which, not much difference, really. But, you know, people outside of the school grounds. Yes, yes. This is no ordinary event. Not at all. It is a massive multi-day contest that even involves regular citizens and tourists. They are involved. I did remember correctly. She just didn't mention them specifically again. Okay, okay. There are notices all over the island, and it's a hot topic of discussion even in the shopping district and on the beach. They got lots of tourists to extend their vacations. What an amazing ability to engage people. Yeah, most engaging indeed. Once again, I am reminded that Toka Rezein is a force to be reckoned with. Her charisma is too much for just the school. No matter where she went, she would have the same kind of influence. I think back to a proposal from the previous day. I could have my revenge against the islanders. Okay.
兄、なんか言った？
Huh? Did you say something, Annie? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Just me imagining our epic Sunpea. At lunchtime, the Innerliness forces all gather in the base. Nanas has put together a draft strategy for the last day.
この前伝えた作戦は
Oh,
覚えてるわよ
this
ね。
CG again.
人目につかないように東側、西側と2つのチームに分かれて4階から下っていく。
Do you remember my original idea? We split into 2 teams and take the east and west sides down from the 4th floor. Both areas are usually pretty deserted.
ただ、私たちの下駄箱は東側にしかない。つまり、西側を経由すると、当然逃走距離が長くなるということ。
The problem is that our lockers are on the east side. So if we've got a group coming down west, they've got further to go.
その分だけ西側担当のチームは負担が大きくなりますよね。どうしましょう。
It will put more responsibility on the west team leader. What do we do then?
あくまで最終日における私たちの目的は、文野を無事に家まで連れて帰ることよ。
Our only objective on the final day is to safely get Fumino home.
比較的に安全な東側が敵を誘導し、SS の目を釘付けにする。その隙に西側が階段を降り、東側昇降口まで到達する。
We can send a diversion down the east side. They will make an opening, allowing the other team to come down west side and cross over to the eastern exit.
リスクヘッジですね。西側の方が安全だから、文野はそっちですね。
So we are hedging our bets then. West side should be safer, so I assume we are sending Fumino out that way, right?
ええ、誘導は機動力重視になるでしょうね。編成はまた考えるとして。
Right. Proper leadership will be vital for mobility, so I am still thinking over team compositions. Ooh, planning this for you, huh?
その上で、今回の疑問だけど、選挙活動最終日、最も人間が集中するのはここ。昇降口を含む1階廊下だと思われる。
However, the biggest problem on the last day of the election will be here, where people gather in the first floor corridor. That includes the exit. That's where everyone's gonna be coming in, right? If you're trying to get elected, where do you think would be the best place to get as much attention as possible?
あ、そっか。昇降口が一番人通り多いしな。そこに集まるな。
Oh, sokka. Watacha. Ski. Everyone's gonna pass through the exit, so they will all gather there.
そう。しかも成功中人間は基本的に動かないから停滞することになる。つまり人が大量に集まり、たまる。
Bingo. Not only that, but since people don't really move while having sex, usually, they will clog up the area, and it will be a giant traffic jam. Trying to make sense of this a little bit, so I'm going extra slow at it. But it's a little bit difficult without any added visualization. Not gonna lie. It's not all too relevant to really get it or understand, but you know. Yeah. It's fine though, I guess. They're doing stuff when stuff is gonna happen or whatever, so yeah. Yush. Plus, sex is a requirement to get someone's vote. In other words, there is no point in having sex with someone more than once. So the sex seekers will be hunting for people they haven't fucked yet. And unfortunately, the I don't know, anal enjoying Venero's lady from last time is not following us anymore, because, you know, Tuka exposed us as already having cast our vote. Supposedly. Obviously not true, but, you know, unlucky.
停滞すれば周囲は見慣れた人間ばかりになる。そこに新顔が紛れ込めば間違いなく格好の的になるね。
If they are all piled up in one place, they won't see anyone new. So if anyone happens to wander in, they will immediately be a target.
そうなれば我々の通行はより困難になる。故に行動を難中にしますね。
So our escape route will be especially troublesome. We will encounter significant difficulty in our movements.
つまり1回で私たちのスピードは極端に低下する。それは発見の危険性を見、相手に体勢を立て直す時間を与えてしまう。
Once we get to the first floor, our mobility will be limited. That will give the enemy a chance to regroup and put us at risk of being found out. You think this was their plan?
SS は校内で私たちと戦闘するつもりはあまりないはず。銃なんて構えてたら観光客が萎縮するし、警備がしづらいでしょ。
Actually, I doubt the FS want to start a fight on campus, since it would just scare away the tourists. It would make their job a lot harder.
SS の狙いは校内で私たちの戦力を削ぎ、隙をついて確保すること。もちろん次の手は考えているでしょうけど。
I'm guessing they are trying to limit our combat capability so they can take us down without much of a fight. But aren't they already doing that by limiting our gadgets and stuff? Like they are armed with everything that they have, and with the amount of people that they have and all that. And we each only have like one, I don't know, possible flashbang or smoke grenade or whatever for the entire thing to begin with. She is probably taking into account the special precautions they are taking on the final day. Of course, they won't stop at just that.
ここの突破は基本的には私たちの装備で乗り切れると思う。美咲はスクリーンを持ち込んでるのよね。
I think we will be able to use what we've got to break through. Misaki, do you have the screen?
はい。予備バッテリーなどは外部装置ということで認められませんでしたけど、家で充電してくる分には問題ないそうです。
Yeah, they wouldn't let me bring extra batteries though, so I charged it as much as possible at home.
それを使えば窮地は乗り越えられるし、いざとなったら私のエッグがある。あとはダミーバルーンがあればいいんだけど。
That should help us get through this. I've also got an egg in case we need it, plus the blow-up dolls. I'm not sure how long the screen can last though. It's always been a problem. It will be hard to make use of it.
それを含めて今回私たちのアイテムは制限がある。無尽蔵に使えるわけではないから teheee 頼りの逃走はできない。
We've got a limited supply of items here too. We can't rely on them to get us out. That is definitely true though. We do have items in the base here. I forgot, yeah. So even if we can only have one on us when coming in. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Let's say we already have like a bit of a supply in the base, and then every day someone's bringing like one extra thing in. But like one of like the same kind of thing, right? Misaki, wouldn't you be able to bring us a couple more screens next time? Just bring a second one in tomorrow. That way we could still have an abundance of utility on us. Or maybe not on us, but on Fumino, because Fumino isn't even getting checked at all, right? So... Weird. I don't know. That might be an idea. But yeah, limited supply of items. Limited supply of items.
問題は人が停滞することだから、もしも性行為をスタートさせないことができるのなら、それが一番いいんだけどね。
The problem will be all the loiterers. Ideally, we don't want them to start having sex.
しかし精液玉袋に帰らずとも言いますし、一度起こってしまったことはどうにもなりませんよね。
Yeah, if they all start emptying their balls into each other, things will spiral out of control real quick.
今回のエッチの条件は濡れること、勃起することだから、それをさせないってことだよね。
We can abstain if we don't get an erection or wet, right? So we just need to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, not sure that's something you can actively prevent though.
まあ、ここ数日の私たちは裏門のルートを使用して帰宅することができたから、最終日も使えればそれで解決するんだけどね。
Well, we have been able to get by the last few days using the back door. If we can use that on the last day, this whole thing will basically be a non-issue.
そうだよね。こんなにたくさんいるのに、ちょっと拍子抜けだったよね。
Yeah, with all the people around everywhere else, it was a little anticlimactic.
昨日も一昨日もそうでしたが、これだけ人がいるのに不自然なほど裏門が無防備で、少々違和感があるほどでしたね。
It's been like that both days now. Even with all the people around, it's been suspiciously defenseless. I can't be the only one who's got a bad feeling about that, right? Yeah, almost like they left it open for us on purpose. That sounds right. The president is playing catch and release with us. She's playing close to her chest to prepare for an all-out fight with our forces on the last day. She's also waiting to see how I respond to her proposal.
立花君、どうかしたの？何か考え事？
What's wrong, Tachibana-kun? Something on your mind? No. It's nothing. We just need to make sure we all get through the last day.
はい。これもふみのちゃんのためです。私も精一杯頑張りますから。
This is for Fumino's sake too. I'm going to give it my all. Phew, if we all put our weight, it will be like taking candy from a baby. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Oh, but Katagiri still has concerns. But we don't care. Oh! Who cares about that woman? Oh man. School is over. As expected, the corridors packed with students campaigning for votes.
皆さん、私とセックスしてくれたら、この交換券を1枚差し上げています。10枚貯まったら、駅前の抜き屋の姉妹丼サービス券プレゼント。
Have sex with me and get one of these coupons for free. Collect 10 and trade them in for a sister's set meal down at the station.
ついに性欲以外のもので票を得ようとする層が現れたか。
Damn. Finally, someone sweetening the deal a little.
自分の肉体と許可された道具以外で票を集めようとする行為は選挙違反だとしおりに書いてあるでしょ。
Oi, Koda! The rules explicitly stipulate that using anything other than your body and tool of choice is against regulations. Grrr. No sister set meal type tickets, please.
だったらあっちの SS のはいいんですか？
Huh? What about those FS officers over there?
はい、皆さん。花丸姉妹の射精管理をご希望の方はこちらに並んでください。
Anyone interested in the Hanamaru sisters ejaculation regulation, please line up here.
たっぷりとお預けした後、気持ちよくピュッピュッってさせてあげますからね。
Just leave it to us. We will have you experiencing true bliss before you know it. Pyun pyun, or whatever.
演説に応援を呼ぶことは許可されています。芸能人呼んだりする候補者もいるでしょう。妹でも同じことです。
Actually, calling for backup is allowed. Some candidates use performance as assistance. She is free to get help from her sister. They should have balanced this event a little bit better. Because what if I don't have a sister? No, I'm just at a actual disadvantage. Unbelievable. We slip through the candidates and voters. Not much farther to the elevator. Hopefully no one will approach us. G.
おい片桐、ようやく捕まえたぞ。
Oh no.
この前はよくも逃げ出してくれたじゃねえか。お前も1位狙ってんだろ。そりゃ学園一のビッチだしな。
This guy again. Boorish male student. Nay, Katagiri, I've been looking for you. How dare you shrug me off last time? Aren't you the biggest slut in the school? You gotta be trying to for first place. Yeah. It's the students who were rough with her over the weekend.
お前に投票してやるからよ。やらせてくれよ。いいだろ。片桐だってやらせねえと投票してもらえねえんだからさ。
I know you're collecting votes, so I'ma fuck you here now. I can't vote for you otherwise, yeah?
また今度ね。今はあんまり乗り気じゃないの。他当たってくれる？
Not really in the mood right now. Maybe some other time. Just fuck someone else. Nanase flatly refuses him right outside the elevator.
はあ？何もったいぶってんだよ。てめえだってビッチなんだから、いつでも股間濡らしてんだろ。
Don't get all fucking high and mighty with me now. Aren't you supposed to be a slut? Aren't sluts always fucking drenched?
悪いけど生理中なの。終わったら相手してあげるから出直して。
If you must know, it's my time of the month. Write that down, write that down. Once it's over, you will be first in line.
女はめんどくせえな。選挙期間中に絶対お前と生ハメしてやるからな。やりまんまんこ濡らして待っとけよ。
Ugh, what a fucking pain in the ass you are. I'm gonna fuck you before the election's done. Mark my fucking words, bitch. Just keep that nympho pussy wet and waiting. Was that the same guy from the shopping district?
ジュン。あれからちょいちょい声かけてきてしつこいのよ。適当にあしらってるけど。
Oh, Jun. Yeah, he's been hounding me since then. I've been able to deal with him, though. Yeah. Is that true, though? Also, time of the month during election is super painful. Yeah, speaking of disadvantages. That's a giga hell. Aye. No, your best shot is going for all the weirdos and creeps who are into that stuff. Monka. And even sweeten that one up with a sister duo type assistant action, right? That's rough, that's rough. Also, oh man. Is it just me, or am I fucked today? I feel kinda fucked today. An episode. That's crazy. Oh man. But yeah, yet another troublemaker. And he wants to have a go before the election is over as well. Oh no, oh no. Can't we just beat the shit out of that guy? And, you know, just beat him a little bit, you know, like, until he's like all silly and stuff, and doesn't remember who he is, or where he is. Really, that'll help. Because this way, he's going to gather like a group of other stupids. Then we have other students, tourists, islanders, and DFS all at once coming in at us, and it's just gonna be like, pain does it? Oi oi oi. But yeah. That's good. Okay.
少女だからって選挙のためにエッチなことしてるわけじゃないからね。
Even if I am a non-virgin, that doesn't mean I'm running around having sex for the election, okay? I know that. Our conversations keep stalling. What I said to her earlier is still on my mind, and nothing comes out. All the things I want to say to her won't come out. Aye. How did we talk before? We used to be able to make actual small talk. No matter what, I need to apologize for saying that to her. Oh, the bathroom incident still, or... However, I just can't get the words out.
これ渡しとくから。
Oi oi! Grrr, translator Kyun. I mean, sounds like all the same, but here. Okay. A notebook. Why?
私選挙の副賞についてとかで職員室に呼ばれてるから、そのまま家に帰ることになると思う。基地には荷物取りに来ただけだし。
They called me to the staff room to discuss extra awards for the election winners. Damn, she's getting VIP invites. Just as a heads up, this is what you could be expecting if you win. Miss Katagiri, we're looking forward to yet another most impeccable performance of yours. But yeah. I will just head home from there. I just came here to get my stuff. By yourself. Isn't that dangerous?
平気。タクシー出してくれるみたいだし、いざとなれば無線で連絡するって朝ちゃんに伝えておいて。
I will be fine. They are apparently gonna get us cabs home. Tell Asa to radio me if you need anything. With a wave, she turns and leaves. As her figure retreats, my words die in my throat. There goes my chance. Aye. Whew. We're almost at the last day. We just need to get through this. Then we can storm the SHO HQ and finish the handover. Then this will all be over. Maybe. Does that actually mean we are getting kinda close to the end? I mean, it's probably not gonna be just that easy, but... Goodies? Yippee! Yippee! Hope. Hopium. Let's go. However, there's a reason why I am so hesitant. I cannot get the president's proposal out of my head. Revenge against the islanders. There, Fumino-chan. Got here early, huh? Oh, tea. Thanks.
いえ、そちらのノートは一体。
You're welcome. Obviously. What is that notebook? Brainstorming results. The notebook I got from Nanase is filled with all sorts of item combinations, along with suggestions for new ones. It covers their strengths and weaknesses, as well as how they could be used for various escape routes. This time, we will need to combine tehees together. Nanase is the one who's most familiar with them. In the corners of the pages are her comments on each. It's clear she's put a huge amount of thought into this. I hit a wall when I worked on these on my own, so having Nanase to go over it more systematically has been a huge help. Discussing it verbally is one thing, but it's totally different to have it all sorted and laid out like this. Even after our incident, she kept working on this. I can't imagine how much effort she put in. She's doing so great. And Jun had to fumble it all. Can't really be all too disappointed because that's just what us virgins would do, naturally. However, his title of virgin could be revoked at any moment at this point in time, so... mixed feelings, mixed feelings. It's difficult, it's confusing.
七瀬さんは本当に立花さんの必要なものを理解なさっているのですね。
Oi, Fumino-chan. Wording, please. It must be nice to have Nanase there to take care of your needs like this. My needs? Arere? Arere arere? Eh?
傍から見ているとお二人はいつも仲が良さそうで
To me, you two look like very close friends.
一定の距離を置き決して会話が多いわけではありませんがそれでも通じ合っているようです
Even when you are keeping your distance and not talking that much, you are still always able to understand each other. Are we now? That's how we look, huh?
ええまさに通過の間柄とでも申しましょうか
Yes. It's amazing how you can be so much on the same wavelength. Her face remains expressionless, but it's softened slightly. I cannot see a lie in those deep red eyes of hers. Her words definitely sound convincing. What the hell have I been doing? This whole time I've been leaning on her. I have been using her and taking her for granted. I wouldn't have made the one person cry who I never should have done that to. Once again, the rear gate was unguarded today. I'm sure I'm right about this. As soon as I get home, I head to my desk and get to work on research and development. Let's see. The best option here would be the one for forward defense. Forward defense, huh? Using Wata-chan as a frontliner this time. Interesting. It came about thanks to our previous discussions. Taking our current capabilities into account, our biggest priority now is shoring up our defenses. What teheee that we've got would be best for that? Sorry, Asa, but would you mind warming up my dinner and bringing it in here?
うん今はちょっとでも時間が必要でしょ麺茹でて七瀬さんが置いてってくれたミートソースかけただけだけど
No problem. You need all the time you can get now. I'm just boiling some noodles and heating up Nanase's leftover sauce though. Boiling water? Since when can you do that? That's a crazy woman-type skill.
これもすべて兄を思う気持ちからだよ
Just take it as a sign of my sisterly love. For my brother, perchance. I love you, sis. We share a warm embrace. Yippee! Right under my nose, my little sister was learning to boil water. All the stuff going on, and I didn't even notice my own sister putting this much effort into bettering herself or whatever. They grow up so fast, don't they? Yeah. I'm sure this is due to Nanase's influence. She really understands us like no one else does. Yeah. Surely. Hell, she might even know me better than I know myself. How are things going on your end? You're working on software updates, right?
多階層変態可変索的システムね
Yeah, the multi-flaw pervert radar. The biggest flaw of the current Ariadne protocol is that it cannot handle differences in elevation. We learned that the hard way when Nanase got herself trapped. Ever since, the two of us have been working to fix that problem.
正直あさってまでに完成するかわからないかな
Not sure 2 days will be enough to finish it up, honestly. Yeah. That's so. Well, with our current plan, we should be fine without it.
分かってる。次のためだよね。そこまでにはなんとか完成させるつもりなんだけど。
Yeah, it's mostly for the fight after that, right? I will get it done by then. Somehow. She gives a troubled frown. She looks as dissatisfied as I feel.
今の案だと、どうしても私が取り込む情報量が多すぎて、兄にそれを伝えるのが難しいんだ。
As I'm working now, it will give me too much info to properly convey to you over comms. Even with instinctual mode, it won't work. Adding the Z-axis will make her need to deal with that much more info, huh? Even for her, it's a little too much to manage. What about that system you used at one time?
ああ、なるほど。あれのデータベースと自然言語処理システムを使えば、照合も自動だし、私が喋る必要はない。さすがは兄。
The what? Oh, right. I could use the database with natural language processing to automate data collection, so I won't need to present it all verbally. Shit. Great idea, bro. Sasuga. Oh, you're embarrassing me. Anyway, I'll leave it to you. She gives me a thumbs up. After that, I start poring over the notes, spread out over my desk.
それが新しいアイテムの案？ソフト面で必要ならすぐに言ってくれればやるから声かけてね。
That your plan for new equipment? If you need anything on the software side, let me know ASAP. I don't want to put any more on you than you've already got, but yeah, sure.
どうしたの？まだ決められなさそう？
What's up? Having a hard time deciding? We obviously need dedicated defensive tehees. Still, I don't know if we will even have enough offensive capabilities here. So, ideally, we want a TAE that covers both fronts. Unfortunately, they may not be a realistic possibility. We just need something that will get us through this. The simplest answer would be...
つまりはこっそり戦闘用のアイテムを持ち込めればいいんだよね。この乳首ローターみたいに体につけて持ってけるんじゃないの？
Basically, you need a combat item that you can smuggle in. How about something like the nipple rotor that you can attach to your body? Whoa, don't touch that one. That one's broke, and it's gonna tase you, man. But that might be not so bad of a unfortunate defect, if you think about it. A nipple rotor taser device? Sounds like something. Sounds like something.
あびびびびぼ
What? Oi, oi.
あびびびびぼ
It's really strong.
増力は早くいてもあり。
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Oi. Sounds like the shock made her tongue numb.
目覚めた。これはお蔵入りだね。危なすぎるから。
Damn, that'll wake you up. This is the one you put on hold because it was too dangerous, right? I administer head pats. They might be using detectors anyway. If we've just got them under our clothes, they'll find them no problem. They need to be hidden somewhere deeper. That's when it occurs to me. What if I store it somewhere that the detectors won't find? If I could find a place where the FS wouldn't think to search, I could smuggle in an offensive TAE.
ですのでその存在を知られることはめったにありません。
So I doubt anyone could find them. Refers to what exactly right now? Eureka! Bro was like, my mind's eye. Wop wop, open. Toka-sama cleavage. Naruhodo. Okay. There's a way I could sneak something in. That way we can increase our offensive capacity, so we can have something else focused on the defense. I flick through Nanas' notebook until I find the entry I want. There's a page labeled Combat Aid with a cute little diagram. Yosh. In the end, this is what I settled on. With this we can break our stalemate. Nanas really knows what I really need, huh? As I recall Fumina's words, Asa and I both frown.
兄のことなら何でもわかるんだよ。だってずっと一緒だったんだもんね。
She knows basically everything about you, right? You've certainly known each other long enough. Yeah, maybe. Time after time she saved my stupid ass. Even though that we aren't really talking, she's there to back me up. Alright then, now all I gotta do is make it.
エンジンかかりましたね。それじゃ、私は邪魔だろうから引っ込んどくよ。ソフトが必要になったら声かけてね。
Aren't you all fired up? I'll get out of here then. If you need software shit, just give me a shout. Yeah, thanks. Ne-chan. Ski. Or whatever. Oh, Asa. Actually, never mind.
よしよし、頑張れ。
よしよし、頑張れ。へへ。さすが、妹。She pats my head and leaves. Aye, big sigh. I want to avoid burdening her any further. Since we are on the verge of marching into battle, now is not the time to tell her I want to make up with Nanase and apologize. Really, there's no need. We won't get anywhere without her in top form. Asa is the brains of our operations. Collating and distributing info and engaging in electronic warfare. I don't need to throw any unnecessary distractions at her. Now I'm alone with my thoughts. The president's proposal comes to mind again.
今回の総選挙で島の人間すべてに復讐ができますよ。
You could use this election to exact your revenge. She said that with complete honesty. Load of bullshit, that's what it is. I can't do something like that.
3日後は総選挙のアピール期間最終日。最も人が集まり、宣伝は激化し、この上なく激しいものとなるでしょう。
3 days from now will be the last day of campaigning. Then we will see the largest crowds, and it will be the most intense moment of the entire election.
もしそんな時にあなたがその一物を振るえばどうなると思いますか？
Just imagine what would happen if you were to call upon the power of your cock then and there. What would happen?
これまでの均衡は間違いなく崩れます。きっとみんながあなたの肉棒によがり狂うでしょう。間違いなく。それだけではありません。
A total collapse of the current balance of power. Anyone satisfied by your dick would lose their minds, without a doubt. That's not all, though.
先輩の肉棒を味わえば誰もがあなたに従う。この島の人間をすべて従わせることができますよ。
They would become subservient to you, and you alone. You could control all the people of the island. By just using your massive wiener. Control them. Me. Don't be stupid. That's impossible. My dick can't do shit like that.
ありますよ。だってあなたは現にそれを経験しているのではありませんか？
Oh, but it does. Have you not seen it firsthand? Ugh! She's not wrong. Probably. It's got me out a number of more predicaments than I care to count. I never wanted to use it. I had no choice. It was a decision made in desperation, but it made women squeal, smashing through everything. It was unstoppable. So what? I don't want to make women feel good just so they obey me. I don't want to use that power at all, really. Yeah, that sure was a neat little flashback there. A bit of a shame that they had the silly filter on them. But, yeah. It's a flaw.
本当にそうでしょうか。
Who? Is that what you really think?
あなたはそのことに自分の才能を発揮することに小さな充実感を覚えていたのではありませんか？
Can you truthfully say you never felt any sense of accomplishment when you flaunted your ability? Don't be stupid. I can't properly refute her. Can I say that? That evening, can I say I didn't experience pleasure through my own efforts?
さっきにも言った通り、あなたは秘書女が嫌いなのではありません。島の人間を憎んでいるだけなのです。
I told you, what you despise is not non-virgins as a whole, but the islanders.
虚婚であるというだけであなたを受け入れず、天津さえ大切なものを奪った青蘭島の人々を、それを肯定する人間たちを。
They did not accept you and your large penis. They stole something precious from you and only ever reaffirmed that theft. It's my fault too, though.
そんなことありません。先輩は優しいですね。
No, that's not true. You're much too kind. How so?
そう悩むこと自体があなたの優しさなんです。本来であればただ憎んでいればいい、恨んでいればよかったのに。
I can see by the concern you show. You could have simply despised them. In fact, perhaps you should.
なのにあなたは自分にも非があるとして見当外れの復讐をしているのかもしれないとご自身を責めてしまっている。
However, you feel responsible and persecute yourself for it. You think that taking revenge might be wrong.
そう思うあなたが先輩がとても素敵です。私は愛おしい。だからそれをみんなに分かってほしい。
I honestly love that you feel that way, and that's why I want everyone to understand you. Everyone?
ええ、その虚婚を使えばこの島の人々はすぐに理解することでしょう。
Indeed. And if you make use of that massive phallus of yours, you can easily make that happen.
女は巨大な弾痕に喘ぎなくことで、男は自分をはるかに超える肉棒に同目することで、誰もがあなたを褒めそやすでしょう。
Oh man. You can make women moan in delight, while the men watch on and feel inadequate. You could have everyone singing your praises.
これまでの島の人々の評価は正当なものではなかった。故にその間違いを今正さなければなりません。
The islanders' evaluation of you has been wrong, has it not? Why not correct them? Her smile widens.
だから今こそみんなに理解してもらいましょう。あなたの素晴らしさを、あなたの魅力を誤解なく知ってもらいましょう。
So, let's have everyone learn who you really are, your brilliance, your appeal, to fully appreciate your true self.
この島であれば、今の環境であれば、それが可能です。青蘭島であれば、あなたはどのような人間からも正しく認識されることでしょう。
It's possible, under the current circumstances, for all of Ceylon Island to discover what sort of person you are. The siren song continues. Insert a silly little chapter 10, perchance. Absolutely not. Mentioned. But also the Siren Song and another Resin dialogue at once. Oh no.
あなたは自分にも非があるというけれどそれは仕方のないことだってそれがここでの常識だったのですよ
You say it's your fault, but you had no control in the situation. You know that too, right?
この島では過ちにもならない過ちだったその常識を受け入れてしまえばあなたはずっと楽だったのに何も苦しくなかったのに
It may have been a mistake anywhere else, but not on this island. If you could have accepted that, then maybe you wouldn't have had to suffer like you did. Her words burned themselves into my mind.
なのにあなたはそれをしなかったその心を美しいと言わずして何と言いましょう
However, you didn't. I think anyone could see how that means you are a beautiful soul. She knows exactly how to strip me of all reason.
ですがもうあなたは楽になっていいはずですあなた自身の力を行使できる環境を強化していいはずなのです
But now, you can truly cut loose. I've created circumstances to allow you to freely use your power. Her logic is sound beyond doubt. However, why? Why are you so desperate for everyone else to understand me? Why do you want me to go and cack all the other men on the island? With my massive penis. I mean, I know why, you know, to like, reassess their previous judgment of my massive penis, but, yeah. Interesting. Also, random Emke thought. What kind of school stuff did they even have going on? Did a bunch of stupids actually manage to bully another kid for having a too big penis when the teacher should have just straight up been like, no, you don't get it. His dick is amazing, man. This is what you want, man. Like, yo. You want the monster cock, bro. Clearly, they didn't really get the best education that they could have gotten, huh? Look where that got them. Oh no. Now there's like a whole revenge plot brewing up in these two's minds. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah. Why is she so desperate for everyone to understand him? She's been intentionally turning a blind eye to my actions so far. She knows who I am, and could easily crush the NLNS if she felt like it. I can't imagine why she would do this. Why is she so fixated on me?
前にあなたが欲しいと言ったことがありましたね
Have I not told you? I want you, baby. For just a moment, she looks startled.
私はそんなこと生まれて初めて思ったんです
Scary new music. She's about to go demon mode on us. Help. I mean, she kinda already did, right? This isn't really like a flashback, but like, we didn't get to see this last time. But, yeah. In all my life, I have never felt like this before. The smile doesn't seem to fit the situation. Huh?
生まれが貧乏なものですから何かを欲しいなんて考えたこともありませんでした
I was born into poverty. I never thought to want for anything.
それに生まれつき器用だったせいか、必要なものは自分で手に入れられたし、足りないものがあると感じたことはなかった。
On top of that, thanks to my innate abilities, I have always been able to obtain anything I wanted on my own. I never felt like I lacked anything.
自分の人生に欠けているものがあるなんて思ったこともありませんでした。
I never thought that my life was missing anything.
でも、そんな私が初めて欲しいと思った。それがあなたなんです、先輩。
However, since I met you, I've learned what it means to feel that way. God damn it.
どうしてもあなたが欲しい。みっともなく地団打を踏んでも、子供みたいに泣きわめいても。
Really, truly, I want you more than anything. Enough to throw a disgraceful, childish tantrum.
どんなことをしても自分のそばに置いておきたい。いえ、自分を隣に置いてほしいと思った。それがあなた。
Oh no. No matter the cost, I want you by my side. Whatever it takes, I want to be with you. What the? So she's never felt the slightest bit of greed. She lived her life passively, never having any desire for social standing or prestige. She had no desires or obsessions. I am the first thing an unselfish person like her has ever desired.
私はあなたが欲しい。そして私がこれほどまでに欲したものを周囲にも誤解なく理解してほしい。
I want you. And therefore, I want to make sure no one misunderstands you.
だから今回はそのための手助けをさせてほしいんです。
That's why I wish to help you. If you want me so bad, why do you want me to have sex with other women? What the? Those don't really line up, do they?
へえ、なぜでしょう。私、寝取られフェチなのかもしれませんね。
Indeed, I suppose not. Perhaps I have a netorare fetish. For a bunch of viewers, this is probably going to be like, what? Shit, gotta switch to a new best girl then, huh? Fuck. The weird schizo green-haired lady is not doing it for me anymore. She's kinda weird. Ah, yeah. But it's so popular, man. All those people, they're just like... they don't get it, man. Or whatever, I don't know. Yeah. But actually though, what is up with this music right now? Why is it so... like... just a piano, you know? Like... I'm not sure if this is right, man. It's... Interesting. Really? So, that's it? That's why she's been going through all this work to seduce me? For her cuckolding fetish? What?
ゆえに、もしもあなたが島の人間に復讐したいというのなら、私は何でもします。
Therefore, if you wish to exact your revenge against the islanders, I will do everything in my power to assist you. It's so weird though. Like, she wants to help us, the whole NLNS wants to help us. That's everyone who wants to help us already. But both the good guys and the bad guys are on my side right now. Isn't that weird? I mean, she's clearly like, if revenge, then. And if not, then... who knows? Who knows? Maybe she will tell us. All this because she just wants to understand me.
最愛の人を苦しめた島の人間たちに、いえ、あなたを助けなかった全世界の人々に、本当のあなたを理解してもらう手伝いをいたしましょう。
Shall I help you get those of the island who caused you so much pain, and everyone in the world who left you to your fate, to understand you? She just wants to be close to me.
その代わり、私を先輩の一番にしてくださいね。
In exchange, I request that you take me as your own, above anyone else. Oh, don't tell me. Is this Toka Reizen's way of expressing her feelings to me? The beautiful, charismatic leader of the FS, who lacks nothing, wants me. This sounds like pure love to me. Some might still wonder. But, in a way, yeah. In a way, yeah. The silver-tongued student council president with dozens, if not hundreds, under her thumb. How could a girl like her make such an awkward declaration of love? What the? I have nothing more to say. I just can't make myself understand her emotions.
それでは、お返事は気長にお待ちしておりますね、先輩。
I will be waiting patiently for your response. Tachibana, senpai. Huh. Why didn't we, well, why was this separated from the initial talk as well, though? I wonder. Interesting, interesting. Because, I mean, that seemed pretty important, no? But sure, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. I could have my revenge, huh? And I could have a whole lot of sex, huh? However, he's a virgin fag. Toka-sama, what the fuck are you thinking? You're like basically talking to a wall here. That won't work ever. What the helly? Against everyone who oppressed me, bullied my sister and caused us so much pain. Above all, against the unforgivable people who turned on my savior. They all left me with profound trauma. And now she's offering me the chance for revenge? Odeka! Is that really what I want, deep down? Is that the true reason why I want to crush the perverted sex law? I can't deny that destroying the little Eden would be an indirect form of revenge. Is that what I'm doing? I told myself that it was for my own safety. And that of my little sister. But maybe there was nothing more than an excuse. Yeah, that's right. I can't lie to myself anymore. That's my goal. That's why I was so easily swayed by the old man's whispers, like the devil on my shoulder. I was ecstatic to get the chance to fight back. I remember laughing out loud. Lol. When I was given my chance for vengeance. Looking back, I think that's when it all started. But I'm not alone anymore. no matter what, I want to make sure they can be safe. There's also this girl I've pledged to help, by the way. But not only that, but in the end, what I really want is nothing more to think about, really. Just a girl who really sees me on the inside. Huh. I think I'm finally coming to understand things. I'm starting to realize how I truly feel. Isn't that right, Nanase? I muttered that to myself, stroking her notebook. What? What? Oi. Why do you have to say it in such a funny way like that? Don't ruin my moment here. Stroking her notebook type shit, huh? Okay, that was the end. What the hell? I breathed in the morning air, weariness lingering in me from being awake all night. Once again. Teheee. This is an island of perpetual summer. Even the early morning hours aren't particularly cool. It's quite a powerful stimulus to my fatigued mind. My eyes feel as dry as a martini. I have yet to experience a dry drink, is what this is reminding me of, because yeah, I'd like my drink dry, please. Like, what are we talking about, buddy? It's literally like made up out of like 80% water. And water is fucking wet as hell, man. Also reminds me, I want a little bit of a bottle to sip on. Sometimes it's just nice. And you always have such comfy eepy sleepies afterwards. Yippee! And all I have right now is that fucking 90 coin whiskey. And I don't really want to just like sip on like that. That shit was way too expensive. And I'm still not sure if I feel like it was worth it. It's just like, yeah, it's still a whiskey. Definitely different, but like, how different? Are we talking Coke to Sprite or Fanta type different, or like, huh? But whatever.
はい、兄。眼性疲労用の目薬。目が乾いたと思ったら常につけても大丈夫なやつ。
Yeah, Annie. Got some quality eye drops for you. I use them all the time. They do wonders for my eye strain. Another interesting thing that Asa-chan just brought up here. Also, I hit that Asa-chan in a Wata-chan type tone there. What the hell? I wonder if all this excessive streaming that I've been doing recently, all of a sudden, kinda, is part of why I'm so tired all the time? Or is that like a schizo type beat that I'm cooking up here? But like, I'm focusing like on the text a lot, I'm like reading a lot, I'm like, as stupid as it sounds, I'm doing so much more than I usually ever am. I've been thinking about that, you know? Maybe something like eye drops might be interesting, just to help with that a little bit. Maybe that, you know. But would that like help with the being tired type stuff? I'm not sure. And maybe that's not even it, you know? It's just like 3 times a week with like a whole day of break in between. And only for like, just give it like 3 hours total, you know? Plus, like, would eye drops really do anything here? I feel like I'm hydrating decently all by myself. And even though I don't really like wash it in particular all the time, every time I go to the bathroom, I not only wash my hands but also like splash some silly from the tap all over my face, just because it feels kind of nice, you know. And obviously that includes my eyes, so I don't know, what am I talking about here? But yeah, I've been thinking about that recently, yesterday. Just because, you know, just because maybe I really gotta do something. Not only am I missing Akiazi Magokyun's streams now, but also I'm tired all the time and I'm not sure why that is. Why is that? Maybe I really gotta change something up. Add new stream times every Friday, but it's a 24-hour stream. Okay. Yippee! Also, my subathon is being moved forward to next week. Just letting you know. Or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't really want to like break this up, right? I've got a nice flow going. I've been keeping this up for like a bit now. I think I skipped like one stream maybe so far throughout the entire thing. And at the start it was a little bit more random, but now it's literally like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm doing the thing. It's happening. It's happening. I just need like 5,000 subs now, and we're popping off. Though, for that I might really have to change up the content a little bit. And if I get that many subs, someone's definitely gonna call me out for being a certain paladin type cute boy. Whoops. Oh man. But yeah, maybe do like Monday, Visual Novel, Wednesday, shits and giggles. But I wouldn't even know what to do for that. Play the stupid silly games that I always play. Maybe some League, maybe some... I don't want to say it, but the Battlegrounds. Really not a fan of that one. At least like the duo mode is like mega weird. My opinion. Counter-Strike? Yo, now we're getting like actually insane. Other games? I don't know, man. I really haven't played a lot of games to begin with as of late, so... Yeah. All that just because someone mentioned eye drops, man. This guy is cooked! What are we going to mention next? Next topic. Asa-chan. Fuck. Thanks. It pays to know someone who does a lot of staring at a 5-monitor rig. 5 monitors, huh? I bought my second monitor. Nah, I don't know what to say about that. Again, I kind of have some funny ideas, but I might just go and like replace the current one that I have if I feel that it's like too awkward to have like 2 big screens like right in front of me. Especially if like one is angled in a weird way all the time. Like it feels weird, doesn't it? Do you really need the second screen? And whenever I ask someone like, okay, what do you even need 2 screens for? Then they're like, yeah, well, you could watch like a VTuber and play games at the same time, and then like, bro, but then you're either not actually playing the game or you're not really watching the VTuber. Or whatever else you have on the other screen to watch, you know? Because you can't focus on both those at the same time, even if you have them up at the same time. Like, that's not how that works. I mean, for streaming purposes and one or the other thing, it's definitely not too stupid to make that happen, but like getting a whole nother monitor just to pop out the chat and have like a little chat window? Like, what are we talking about? Like, what kind of type chat action do you have going on that you really need like a full screen chat on a whole nother monitor? Like, what the? Honestly, just an alt-tab skill issue. I mean, I get even that sometimes that doesn't quite work. Like, for example, I don't know why, but I'm playing this in Windows, right? Because it won't let me alt-tab, and if I go full screen, then I won't be able to get out of the game unless I close the game, which is a little awkward. But again, window just a little bit. It's just a VN. It's not like the worst. And I still have access to everything else if I needed to. Like sometimes that just is like a little bit of a technical type stuff, but like I don't think you need like a second monitor even in that case, you know? Especially because like unless you're doing the streaming thing or whatever else with this, you're probably just gonna be reading the visual novel, and once you're done you're gonna close it anyway, so whoever just messaged you can surely wait 10 minutes until you're done with the chapter for you to, like, you know, I don't know. And that's just 2 monitors. This lady has 5. But she's also apparently playing like multiple FPS or various other types games all at the same time, and like, whew. God gamers, you know, in that case it makes sense. Try hard on your main, farm up some bot accounts to sell for other people on eBay. It is what it is. If you got those skills, why not use them? But yeah, I don't know. Multi-monitor rigs. なるほど。ね。
お疲れですね。例のアイテムはもう完成したの？
Such a hard worker. Did you get that thing done yet? Almost. Just have a few more adjustments and whatnot to run. If I find any structural problems, I will have to do it all over again. Still, I've been going by trial and error, and it's paid off. It's almost perfect by now. Oh yeah, the new teheee type thing, or whatever, right? They're always keeping things secret. They never tell you what's actually like up. Until they're like, now I'm showing you.
最終工程まで行ってるんだ。ソフト面の相談は来なかったけど。
So, home stretch then. That said, you haven't asked me about the software side of things. Well, maybe he's just improving his own software type skills himself, just like you are starting to boil water professionally now. Emotokyun. Be proud of one another. Warm embrace moment. I was able to manage with just the hardware. This thing is primarily mechanical. I'm fairly certain I will have it ready for tomorrow. This new device should be effective against their military-grade weaponry. I've been meticulously fine-tuning it since it's our lives on the line here.
あれ、待って兄。肛門のところ、なんか止まってない？
Huh? Matte, Annie. The school gate. Looks like there's something going on there. Oh, goggles time. You're right. Activating Ariadne protocol. Beep 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 beep.
ご観光のお客様並びに島の皆様、本日はまだ学内でのガチハメ総選挙の候補者演説を聞くことはできません。開放日は明日となっております。
Tourists and islanders. Candidate speeches for the general election will not be held on campus today. They will only be happening tomorrow. Why is that?
代わりに街頭演説として今日からこちらの選挙マジカルミラー号が候補者を乗せて各観光地を巡回しております。演説ご希望の方は車内にお越しください。
However, you will be able to hear them from the candidates riding the magical mirror to the island's tourist hotspots. Candidates who wish to make speeches, please line up to enter the vehicle. Interesting, interesting. The vehicle that we hijacked before, that's the magical mirror. And they're using that to play speeches on them, huh? Interesting, interesting. Very common, something that's often mentioned here and there. Those very loud tracks that are playing like advertisements or political type stuff in Japan. Interesting, interesting.
はいはい、俺演説聞きたい。おい、横入りすんなよ。一列に並べって言われてるだろうが。
Over here, me. I want to hear them. Hey, don't butt in. She told us to get in line.
マジカルミラー号での街頭演説希望の者は昨日申請があった順にスケジュールが割り当てられている。
Candidates delivering their speeches from the magical mirror will take turns, as per the schedule that was distributed yesterday to applicants.
放課後は生徒会室に訪れるように。追加の申し込みも行っているから申請書と学生証を持って並ぶように。
After school, please report to the student council room and be sure to bring supplemental documentation. Application and student ID will be required.
まずいな。我々の予想以上に人が集まりすぎている。イクコ、郊外の列整理と人の分散を。
What a mess. We didn't plan for a crowd this big. Ikuko, I will need you to line everybody up so we can.
ねえ君、そんなおちんちんのしゃぶり方じゃ男の子満足しないと思うよ。じゃあイクがお手本見せてあげ。
Uh-huh. Hey, Sugar. You really think that kind of half-baked? Fuck. That kind of half-baked sucking off is gonna satisfy a guy. Hehe. How about I show you a trick or two?
こんな大変な時に何をやってるんだお前は。
This is no way near the appropriate time for your dilly-dallying. Shut down. Okay. Okay. It's a completely overwhelming spectacle. Christ, it's a swarm. Even the FS didn't anticipate this many people showing up. And we can expect even more on the last day. Just the thought of it makes me shudder. Still, we gotta get through this. Otherwise there's no future for us except non-stop raw dogging. Okay. Okay. We're just going straight for the last day, huh? Phew. Not only do we have to deal with an ever-increasing crowd, they are basically bum-rushing the rear gate. The minute I got home, I got to work on a certain teheee, which is gonna be our ace on the hole. Shit gets real tomorrow. It's the home stretch. Alright, all that's left is printing off the components and assembling them. I can't fight with this. Even against President Toka Rezin-sama, the girl with almost no selfish desires. Oh no, oh no. He's obsessed. This is flashback number 5 already. Oh, get a grip, man, get a grip. One little moment of drama with Katagiri. And immediately there's some new bitch that wants to be all over his dick. That's crazy, man. Women, so scary. So scary. She told me herself. Sex is a tool for people to understand each other. She then told me that everyone misunderstands me. That they didn't know what I was about. I want everyone to understand your true self. She said those things to me. That and she also said she would help me exact the revenge that I seek. I was always scared of people finding out about my abnormally large penis. That's why I always avoided sex. But if everyone could accept what I hated most about myself, then maybe I wouldn't lash out so much against the perverted sex law. Huh. Or perchance this is all a trap. Because we are completely forgetting about the fact that I have somewhat of a problem with getting things going in my pants as well, right? So as impressive as it may be, I have old stamina and quite a lot of startup time. So we would be taking revenge snail style, so to speak. She said that on today's Ceylon Island it might be possible. Is that the right path? To help others understand me? Should I really be striving to clear up that misunderstanding? Hell no. Of course not. Plus, like, how many people would even, like... I mean, it happened when he was like a child, right? You know? Coming back 10 years later being like, this is my revenge. Get pregnant. All of you bitches. I wonder. Something about that doesn't feel quite right. My gut instinct is that I knew all along that she is wrong. If I didn't, I could never tell her to her face that we will never see eye to eye. Still, I wasn't able to put that gut feeling into words. As such, I couldn't refute her then and there. Unfortunately, if I can't do that, I will never be able to beat her. Printing complete. I want an answer. Some resolution to this question I'm asking myself. I can't find it under duress. Some justification for this feeling. Break time. Whatever that answer may be in the end, I need to be able to act in front of my companions without hesitation. Bing bong. はい。
家事代行サービスですが。
Housekeeping. もんか。あ、七瀬。て
おっす。あ、って言っても
うっす。
さっき別れたばっかりだけどね。
はじめ。うっす。Sup. I guess it hasn't been that long, huh? What are you doing here at a time like this?
だから家事代行サービスよ。本来は日曜日だけど、今回は九段の作戦があるでしょ。代わりに今日来たの。あげてくれる？
I just said housekeeping. The usual day is Sunday, but since we've got a major operation coming up, I figured I would drop by today instead. Can I come in? Please? お願いします。Yeah, sure.
七瀬さん、どうして本日我が家に？
七瀬さん What are you doing here today?
朝ちゃん、ちょっと家事しに立ち寄っただけよ。二人はゆっくりしててね。
I thought I would drop by to take care of the housework. Housework? You two just relax. She starts preparing to clean our house, which she's come to know so well. Her presence makes me uncomfortable, but I bring our new equipment into the living room and start assembling it regardless. women's or whatever.
それ新しいアイテム？
Is that the new item? Huh? Yeah. All that's left is final adjustments and assembly, based on your notes.
じゃあ明日までには間に合いそうなのね。
Looks like it will be ready by tomorrow, huh? Yeah, I will be carrying it.
ま、役に立ってよかったわ。
So, well, glad I was able to help at least. Yeah, for real. Awkward. So awkward. Our discussion is more stilted than ever. Stilted? Are they? I need to find the right time to apologize. Huh?
どうかしたの？
What's wrong? It doesn't quite fit. The measurements look like they're right though.
どれ見せてみて。ここにバネが入ってるのね。じゃあちょっと引きながらはめてみたら？
Let me take a look. The spring goes in here, right? Try putting it in while you pull on this part here. Oh, there it goes. Thanks. And yeah, I've been going this whole time thinking you're bad with mechanical things.
誰かさんに相当鍛えられたからね。電化製品じゃなければある程度は触れるようになったわよ。
Well, thanks to a certain someone's training, I'm getting better. It helps to have experience with more than just normal electrical appliances. Oh. Going into the mechanic type tree here, huh? Next thing she's going to carry around some sort of dildo type device that also functions as wrench. And it's like very big. And she's going to switch out her you know, anti-oil splash type thing to wear while cooking device for a clothing item of the same you know, kind, except it's gonna have like a bunch of pockets and like help. The Mario type deal, you know. Shit. But yeah, mechanic, you know. You get what I mean. Mechanic honey happens every now and then in this or that show. Yes. Anyway. She casually returns to her cleaning. Not mechanicking. She appears when I need her, quietly helps me, then returns to maintain our usual distance. I realize now that's what she always does. You really are reliable, huh? I muttered it to myself and finished the assembly.
ごちそうさま。やっぱり出来たての七瀬さんのご飯は五臓六腑に染み渡りますな。
Thanks for feeding us. Nana's fresh cooking really hits different. That's for damn sure.
はい、おそ松様。早く食器片付けないとまた遅い時間になっちゃうわね。
Glad to hear it. I will get on with the cleaning so I'm not late again.
よかったら今日も泊まっていっていただけると。
You could stay over here again tonight if you want. Yes.
今日はやめとくわ。明日のこともあるし。ありがとね、朝ちゃん。
Maybe not today, since tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Thanks though, Asa-chan. Oh, in that case, I will walk you part way home. Asa-chan, take your bath now and get to bed early. No. Aye. The two of us walk through the town under the evening sky. No matter what time it is, in the summertime it's always hot on Seidan Island. Tomorrow's probably gonna be sweltering once more. A good stage for a battle.
初めての時も。
Just like the first day. Huh?
初めてあんたの家に家事代行に来た日もこうして送ってもらったわね。
The first day I came to your place for housekeeping, you walked me home like this.
朝ちゃんの手前、家で絶対に変なことをするなって釘刺しにさ。
You warned me that as long as I was at your house, I could never do anything weird in front of Asa. Yeah, that sounds like me. Honestly, I was pretty worked up that day.
わかってるわよ。それから何回もあんたの家に行って、なんだかんだ言っていつもこうして送ってくれた。
You don't say. Despite all the shit you give me, you always walk me home like this. And each time you ask me why I bother. Why even ask? It's just what a leader should do, right? None of thinks about it.
ビッチは気にしないだとか、秘書女はどうだとか、いろいろ理由は取ってつけてたけど、私結構嬉しかったのよね。
You know, even with all your excuses and your slut this and non-virgin that, I always liked walking with you like this. Cool.
それもドスケベ条例がなくなったら終わりになるのかしら。ちょっと寂しい気もするけど。
Besides, we probably won't get to do this anymore once the law is abolished. That's a little sad. But, why not? I mean, this is kind of like just a safety type deal, right? I get it, And, you know, but like, we are more than just comrades fighting the same fight together, right? Surely, we, once we, deal with our current little bit of drama, so to speak, we could just be at least like friends again, and, you could still come over for housekeeping, and I could still walk you home anyway, for safety. Plus, like, thinking about it. Think about it. If any and all sex is, like, basically legal right now, what the fuck would happen if all of those get pregnant bitch type dudes were suddenly told to, like, can't do that anymore? At least not all out in the open and with just whoever you want, I mean, still with whoever you want, right? And even out in the open, if, But not just as it is now, right? And it would be kind of illegal at that point then, but like, you could still do all that, just you don't have to anymore. And it's like a bit more of a private thing then. I don't know, it's like, I thought like, wait a minute, wouldn't it be scary because all of those disgusting male type characters would be like, grrr, it's rape time. But then the more I think about it, actually that wouldn't even change anything, would it? Especially the people who have been so used to the law and have been enjoying the law all this time. They would just keep doing what they're doing, except, they would probably be told to, like, not do it straight up out in the streets, but, like, at least, go into some weird alley or inside somewhere. And maybe don't do it during class with the teacher. But, I mean, otherwise, what's really stopping them? But anyway, yeah, we could still be friends and walk home together. Yeah.
けど、それが一番いいと思うの。あんたにとっても、朝ちゃんにとっても。
It's for the best though, for both you and Asa-chan. Her words don't seem to carry any deeper meaning. She's just thinking about what is best for us. For me, and for my Imoto. There's no ulterior motive, it's just natural for her. Before we knew it, before anyone else was, Nanase was there for us. Just like that, it became normal for her to be by our side. That's how close we have become. Nanase. So, I have to ask her, don't you want everyone to know the real you? One of the most popular, promiscuous girls in the school. She dresses like a preppy slut, all while skillfully avoiding sex. The Nanase they hold in such high regard doesn't actually exist. Can she really be happy living like that? Doesn't she want them to know her real self? However, she reads me like an open book.
本当の自分を全ての人に理解してほしい。そう思わないことは当然なんじゃない？
Does anyone? Is it normal to want everyone to truly understand you? Oh, now we're getting all deep and psychological. Maybe I don't want everyone to know. And again, I would much prefer to just keep smashing you and my sister, you know? So that just, you know, us three can understand each other very well. But the rest of the world, you know, don't really care all too much, don't really want them to know all that badly. Yeah. Good point she's bringing up here, good point. See, Nanase is a good character. She's throwing that type of stuff into the mix here. And it's basically being like the opposite to Tokasama, right? Because she's like, show them your huge wiener, get revenge and have everyone understand the true you. But like, what is the true Junnosuke Tachibana? Who is that guy? And maybe they don't have to know. You know? They're not bullying us right now anymore. They're not bullying my sister for being gay as well. Either. And what happened in the past is definitely unfortunate, and, you know, maybe I would like some sort of, like, make it good again type deal. But it's in the past. It's unfortunate. We can't change that anymore. So, what is there to do? Actually. なるほどね。Just like that, she dismisses it. Oh.
自分の深い部分を、本当の部分を知っていてほしいのは、心の底から愛した人だけがいいなんて思うのは。
To think that only those who really love you should know who you truly are, deep down, should know the real you.
そう思うのは傲慢なことなのかしら。心も。
Is it selfish to want that? For your body and your heart? No? I mean, probably not. Unless all those AI filters grasp every little bit of information and tell it to Mark Zuckerberg, help. Type shit. Or whatever. See, interesting points, man. Interesting points, I'm telling you. Yeah, June agrees. Totally on my side here. She's right. Her words hit me hard. They hit home like her cooking does when I'm starving. The same way, in a different place. It's the thing that the student council president doesn't understand. I want my privacy. Yes, I do want some kind of revenge, but I don't want I don't want to be like the overlord of the island here, ruling with my iron dong. I just want to chill out. None of having to do this ninja shit just because I don't want to fuck some random house man. Yeah. Just keeping it low-key or whatever. That's why I've been feeling so conflicted. That's all I need. Now I can fight. I've got my argument now. I'm ready to take on the enemy. No one knows what I need like Nanase does. In any case, it's dangerous for a girl to go home alone this late. Huh? As long as you're still coming over to do housework, I'm sure this won't be the last time you're late. I mean, you know the kinds of absurd requests my sister can make. No matter what, you will always be an invaluable person for the Tachibana household. And if you ever find yourself out too late, I will always be there to escort you home. No matter the time of day, just say the word and I'll do it. Baby. Yeah. I should stop that, that's so cringe. Especially because I keep repeating the same line, man. This bro got zero risk. Old streamer. Shame. That's more I need to say though. Tomorrow we need to win.
そうね。
Yeah, you're right, Jun. Quietly and gently, she nods. Yippee! The day of the decisive battle is upon us. And we got here pretty fast. I feel like we skipped through a bunch of different things here just to get there ASAP, in a way. I don't know. Me thinking, is this it for today? This is surely gonna take a while, right? Whole massive battle, then get home and hand over Fumino and whoa. I don't know. This feels so awkward though. I just did a bit of a longer one, then I'm immediately calling it quits on like exactly 2-ish hours. Like, way to ruin my streak or whatever. And I just yep for like 20 minutes as well. Fuck me, man. Shit. But I think it is what it is. It is slightly unfortunate. But that just means a little bit of a cliffhanger. And on Friday Chinatown or whatever, we have a confirmed huge episode coming up. Episode 22, right? 22? We learned like 3 episodes ago, maybe? Yeah, episode 22. Huge battle, decisive battle coming up. Who knows what's happening there? Maybe we're smashing all the ladies once again. Maybe there's gonna be some huge whatever. Maybe we're getting caught. Maybe Fumino's getting caught. Maybe someone's gonna die. You don't know. Although the last one does seem a little bit ridiculous, I know. But we've got plans. We've got a new gadget. We're ready. We did our best to patch things up with Nanase just mere moments ago. I don't know how things are going with Misaki and Wata-chan. But the rest of the gang is definitely ready to go. Fumino, I'm sure she had lots of time to meditate and mentally prepare herself, as well as get familiar with the things within below the hideout. So I'm sure we can do this. Looking forward to it again. Episode 22, probably huge. Has to be. There's no way this is just gonna be like a quick 20-minute type deal. But yeah, And then no matter what happens during the fight, after that is gonna be huge. And one route would definitely be we get through it somehow after however long, and then manage to get home and either hand Fumino over, or maybe we get home without Fumino and then have to be like, oh, Oji-san, they got her, actually. Oopsies. And then I don't know what happens. Rescue mission? GG's? Who knows? Who knows? Lots of possibilities and stuff to speculate and like, whew. Escape is what that chapter is gonna be called. Naruhodo ne. Again, maybe Gomenasori. Maybe people prefer slightly longer episodes. Maybe they want 4 hours of non-stop yapping. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't mind, but eh. Not sure. Not sure. But again, there's plenty of other stuff to watch. Maybe not in the visual novel regards. I feel like that one's not so popular. Not very saturated, the VN scene, I think. But again, lots of VTubers out there. Life for me. Probably gonna go there. After this. It feels kinda weird to say. I don't know why. But Kiyashi Mago-kyun and Nino again on twitch.tv. Teheee. Yeah. That's what
抜き毛
Emke's
み
gonna
た
do.
いな島に住んでる私はどうすりゃいいですか？
Wata-chan! Nice little boon here at the end. That's good, that's good. But yeah, that's the episode. I'll be back next time. I'll definitely maybe try and prepare something for this huge event. Be prepared. I might, although I just said, you know, I would try and prepare for something, prefer for something big. It might be difficult to start earlier, which I would like to do again though. And if I say that, then I mean like half an hour-ish, maybe. Like not 9 and later, but like about 20 minutes before 9, maybe. Who knows, who knows. I should try and make a schedule and all that stuff. But yeah, again, go watch the VTubes, go watch the VTube clips, go watch the YouTubes, go watch anime. Play your own VNs. Play games, do other projects or whatever, or just head to bed. Listen to some other ASMR type stuff while falling asleep. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thankies for stream. Uwo. Teheee. I'll be back in 2 days. Big day. I'll see you there. Hopefully. Maybe not. Vodkax. Please enjoy. Yeah, and that's that. Emke channel. Out. Good stream. Thanks everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Don't die until Friday. You're gonna be missing out. Probably.